All righty, let's begin. So come to a nice, comfortable seated position. As you're coming into position, go ahead, find whatever props you may need so that you can have a nice, erect spine to the best of your ability today. Really allowing the lungs to expand and all the internal organs to function properly. And let's bring our hands into Chin Mudra. Now, Chin Mudra, remember we explained a little bit about it earlier. Chin Mudra is to become more aware of your consciousness. And we have different states of consciousness. Even if we don't study yoga, we know that we have the consciousness of being awake like we are now. We have the consciousness that changes when we're sleeping and we're dreaming, and we remember that we're dreaming. Then we have another state of consciousness when we're in a very, very deep sleep and we don't remember that we're sleeping, except that we know we did because we wake up. And then there is a consciousness even beyond that. So this mudra is about the energy of consciousness as you're moving in and out through those different states of consciousness. If the palm is pointing down and resting on your knees or your thighs, that is a different mudra. That's called Jana or Jana Mudra. And that is the mudra to be more aware of wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge in terms of in a spiritual perspective. Now, sometimes we like to have our palms down just because physically it's an easier position. But it's just nice to know that they are two different mudras. Chin is the palm open. That's to be aware of different states of consciousness. Palms down is the Jana or Jnana Mudra for knowledge and wisdom, to go into a deeper consciousness, to realize a deeper wisdom. All right, we're in Chin Mudra. Closing the eyes. Nice deep breaths here. Remember, this is the mudra for consciousness of just being. So let's just observe how we can be right now. All together, inhale, bring our hands to heart center, changing the mudra now to the Anjali Mudra, mudra of balance and harmony. Let's stay here just for a few more breaths as we become conscious of that difference of physical mudra, but also maybe there's a different sensation or different thoughts running through your mind right now as we change the mudras. Perhaps your breathing has changed the rhythm or how deep it is. And all together, sharing the pranava 3 times. Take a breath in. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's stay here. Again, now that we have the Anjali Mudra, the mudra for balance, we also shared together a mantra, which also tried, it's our attempt to integrate our breath and our body, our movement, our sound, so that it's all in harmony with one another. So even though we're sitting right here, we're not thinking about the breakfast dishes. We're sitting right here and being conscious of our practice. And all this opening of our class, these are all different tools that we use to come to that place of harmony. And then on your next exhale, go ahead, release the pose, open your eyes, and let's come to a standing position, Tadasana, top of your mat. Even all the asanas that we're doing today with the breath cues, it's all about bringing into harmony the physical movement, the physical breath, and then your own emotions and thoughts and trying to stay in the moment. So let's begin. We're in Tadasana. Open up the palms. Inhale the arms up. Head stays neutral. And exhale down. So let's really think about extending from the heart through the fingertips as we inhale once more. Arms up high. At the top, hands together. Drop the shoulder blades. And exhale, release. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. And we're going to let the head fall back and lift the chin. Inhale up. Lift the chin, drop the head, look at the hands, hold here. See if you can drop the shoulder blades a little bit more. Open up the armpits to the sides. Try not to let your rib cage poke out to the front. Hold here. Stay here a little bit longer. Let's see how much we can really relax the shoulders down and really just allow gravity to let the head drop back. Don't let go of your big toe and outer heel or that exterior, slight exterior rotation of the knees and hips for stability. Feel your breath as it draws deep down into the belly, down towards the pubic bone. And on your next exhale, release the pose, hands down, head comes back to neutral, and then bring the chin to the chest. Repeating, inhale, arms up, start lifting the head. Head drops back, chin lifts up, you're looking at your hands. Exhale, release, coming down, chin passes through neutral, and then to the chest. Same movement, but looking right. Inhale up, chin neutral, and now look right. Maybe adjust the chin, lift up. So here to be come down the line, your head is in the position, and now chin to chest. Same thing, looking left. Inhale up, look left. If you're looking left, drop the shoulders. Center yourself through the pelvis, round down to the earth, through the feet. Inhale, grow nice and tall through the spine and vertebrae, at the same time dropping the shoulders. Relax. Feel the lungs expanding with each inhale and then contracting with the exhale. Stay here in this moment. One more breath in and out. And then on your next exhale, release. And at the bottom, the chin is to the chest. Bring the head to neutral position. Open the palms. Inhale, both arms up. Keep the head in neutral position. Hands to drop shoulders. Again, feel grounded through the feet. Anchor yourself to the. This is a side bend to the right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, go ahead slowly. Have a side bend to the right. You're anchoring through the pelvis. The hips are not moving left. They're staying where they are. Again, you can look forward in a neutral position or turn the head to look left through the left armpit. Hold here. It's all about staying in the moment, being aware of the consciousness that we're in right now in our practice. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, inhale, slowly come back to center. Head is neutral, looking forward. The palms to the outside. And then on your next exhale, release the hands down to your side. Now, if we find this challenging in terms of the shoulders to elbow to wrist, remember you can always do this with your arms in a cactus pose, then the elbows, or just make the adjustments. What you want to be sure about, the best of your ability, is to keep your shoulders away from your ears and keep dropping the shoulder blades down the spine. All right, let's do the other side. Open up the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, if you can, the shoulders widen the armpits. Feel grounded through the big toe, outer heel. Feel centered through the pelvis. Inhale, let's grow tall first. And then exhale to the left. Take your time. You may use multiple exhales until you come into the position that you're comfortable with. Remember, you want to keep extending up and over. You don't want to crunch through the lower back, so really keep extending the spine. Let's hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, inhale slowly, come back to neutral position, arms extended up high. Take a breath, turn the palms out, and release the hands to your sides. Okay, nice and slowly, in steps, let's come into a back bend. Soften the knees just in case you tend to lock your knees or hyperextend them backwards. All right, open up the palms. Inhale the arms up. At the top, hands together, and release the shoulders down. And down, the armpits turn to the outside just a little bit, even though our hands are pointing in towards one another. Take a breath in. As you exhale, only the arms come behind you. Now, as you bring the arms behind you, there's a tendency for the shoulders to creep up towards the ears. So once you get in position, go ahead, drop the shoulders once more. Actually activating the muscles in the back to bring those shoulder blades towards one another and down the spine. Anchor through the big toe. Anchor through the pelvis. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, gently bring the head back. Shine the heart up towards the sky. Don't think about going backwards as much as extend up, drop head. That is what is going to give you that beautiful curve in the middle and upper back. Once you have maintained that beautiful extension in the middle and upper back, without jutting your hips forward, you can bend a little further backwards, perhaps. But I'm still nicely anchored through my pelvis and grounded through my feet. I'm trying to get a harmonious curve in the lower, middle, and upper back. And that can only be done if you keep lifting the heart up towards the sky. Hold, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, inhale very slowly, unwind. Even as I'm bringing my chest forward, I'm dropping the shoulders with each movement until I come back to my Tadasana with arms up. Exhale, release the hands down to your sides. Nice, easy forward fold with knees bent the whole time. So bend the knees. As you bend your knees, make sure that we don't allow the knees to come inward, all right? We want to maintain that same distance between the knees and the feet. So knees are bent. Let's bring our hands to our thighs. We're going to roll down, so take a breath in. As you exhale, simply bring the chest. Stay here. Already, some of us are feeling a really nice lengthening through the back of the neck, maybe the shoulders. As you exhale again, start rolling from the shoulders down. So your hands are creeping to your knees. Once your hands hit your knees, stay right. Round back now. Shoulders are coming forward. Forward. Okay. Keep in that nice curve back and let the shins. Stay here. If you're tempted to lean backwards, bring your hips over your heels once more. Keep the head tucked, chin tucked in. Shoulders are rounded again, but away from our ears. Let's bend the knees a little bit more, which causes our hands now to come near our ankles. Again, adjust the hips to be over the heels. And then keep your knees bent as much as they are right now and simply bring your hands to the mat. And if that is really simple, maybe to bring your hands to your elbows. Knees are bent. Bring attention to the shoulder blade, shoulders up and back. If you can comfortably bring your hands down. If not, hanging onto your elbows. Make sure your hips are over your heels. And as you exhale, let's see if we can straighten the knees without compromising that alignment of hips. If you feel that you need to compromise, do not yet have the lengthening of your hamstrings, then keep your knees bent just a little bit. All right, we're trying to build awareness of hips in line with heels, so that every time we come into a forward fold, our body remembers that alignment and it automatically comes into it. Hamstrings will stretch with time. Well, I'm not worried about that. Let's hold here. 3, 2, and 1. Come out. First one. Bend the knees first. Lift the head, which is going to cause the back to lengthen. Release the hands from the mat. Inhale the arms out to the sides, palms down. Exhale, rise up. Extend arms up high. At the top, hands together. Relax the shoulders down. Feel nicely aligned from heel, pelvis, spine, shoulders, crown of head, tip of fingers. And exhale, release. A little faster, we're going to do that whole series again. It's all about, again, cementing that alignment in the muscle memory. Hands are in front of the thighs, roll the shoulders up and back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees. Feel grounded through the feet, knees, hips. Feel where your hips are over your heels. Even with the knees bent, you can maintain that. Take a breath in, and exhale, tuck the chin. Take a breath in. As you exhale, round the shoulders, letting the hands come down to the knees. Adjust your hips as needed. Take a breath in. Exhale, keep hands to middle of shins. Once you get there, adjust your position, hips over heels. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands come down to the ankles. Here, depending on your flexibility, you can bend the knees more if you'd like. You do what's good for you. As you exhale, if you can, hands come down on either side of the foot, fingers and toes in line. Adjust your hips, knees are still bent. If you like, on your next exhale, straighten the knees, adjust the hips, extend the spine down the length of your leg. Bring attention to the shoulders so they're not hanging out by our ears. Let's hold. Now, for some of you who are your nose below your knee or towards your shin, if you like, you do your hands behind your knees. You can kind of give a hug behind, hang on to your wrist, and then kind of push. I know I always say don't push, but here, the leg here to bring the torso closer to the leg. But what I'm talking about is the belly and all along down your thigh, and your head is low enough at the middle of your shin. If your back is curved and you're then don't push yourself. That you're not quite there yet, okay? Let's hold here. 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. To come out, then lift the head, lengthen the back. Arms are just extended down towards the mat. Okay, set your, you really want to send your hips as we come up in that reverse swan dive. So my head is back, is lengthened. Inhale, extend the my palms down right now. In this position, I really want to feel that my hips are right over my heels, and I want to maintain that as I rise up. Ready? I'll take it up. Extend the arms up high, drop the shoulders, and I release the hands down. Very good. Let's release the position, come to the middle of your mat. Open your feet nice and wide, 3 or 4 feet. Coming into a warrior, and we're going to do a few consciousness exercises while we're in our warrior. So come into what is your usual distance between your feet, what you're comfortable with. Look at your left foot, make sure it's parallel or slightly turned in from the short side of the mat. Right foot, lift the toes up, swivel the foot so it's facing the other short side of the mat, square the hips. Inhale the arms up on the line. Roll the shoulders up and back. Look right. Okay, even before I bend my knees, I bend my front knee, I really consciously think about engaging those inner thighs to protect my knees. All right, so you've got that awareness of the inner thigh, and then as you exhale, bend that right knee the whole time, being aware that there's a slight exterior rotation from the hip to the knee to the ankle so that my knees don't point inward towards the mat. All right, settle into this pose. Find your breath. Keep that inner thigh engagement. Notice how your breathing is right now. Perhaps it's very comfortable. Perhaps there's just a little feeling of anxiety because you don't know what I'm going to say next. Or it could be irritation because you don't know what I'm going to say next. Just observe that. Now, what I'd like you to do is bring your hands to your waist and shorten the distance between your legs. Come in a few inches. Look down, make sure you still have maintained nice knee position, open hips, and then inhale the arms up on the line once more and look to the right. Now observe your breath. Observe how you feel about holding this position now. You're still maintaining the same tension in terms of the integrity of your foot, your ankle, your knee, your hip, the torso. Keep lifting up out of the pelvis so you're nice and light. Roll the shoulders up and back. Extend to the end of the fingertips. Soften your neck, even if you're looking right. Let's hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bring your hands back to your hips. And this time, widen the stance more than what you're used to. So it's a bit uncomfortable. Do your best to maintain the squareness of your hips. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to hurt any of your joints, but push yourself a little bit further than your limit. Gauge the inner thighs, square off, inhale, arms up on the line, look to the right. Drop the shoulders. Take a little mental observation of how you're feeling right now, your state of consciousness right now. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, bring your hands back to your hips and come back to the shortest version of the warrior 2 that we just held. Inhale, arms up on the line, look right. Now you're in the shorter version. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. As you exhale, release the hands down to your waist, bring the right toe in. We're facing forward. Let's get set up for warrior 3 on the left side. So if the stance is shorter than what you usually do, open it up a little bit. Make sure your right foot is parallel or slightly turned in. Lift the left toes up, swivel the foot out, square the hips. Inhale the arms up on the line, look left, engage the inner thighs. Exhale, come into warrior 2 on this side. So this is what we just normally fall into when we do warrior 2 in our practice. Hold here. No judgment, just take an observation of how you're breathing, how you're holding the pose, any emotional memories or connections that you make when you're in this pose. Or maybe you don't have any emotional connections or any thoughts when you do this pose. It's all good. As you exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Let's shorten the pose just a little bit. Square out the hips, and then inhale, arms up on the line, look. And come into the pose once more. I'm still hanging on to proper alignment. Stay here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist, and this time let's open up a little further than what we're comfortable usually doing. So don't hurt yourself. You still want to maintain good alignment so you don't hurt any of your joints. Once you come into that position, inhale the arms up on the line, look left and hold. Observe the breath. Observe the muscle tension you're using to hold the pose. Again, if there's any thought or emotional or sensational connections when you're in this pose, just observe. Let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your waist. Go ahead, swivel in that left foot and toe heel to Tadasana. And then if it was a little tough on the hips, go ahead, shake it out. All right, so why did we go through this exercise today? Because a yoga practice, ideally, the ultimate goal is to bring your muscles, your mind, your breath, your emotions into harmony, to integrate it all into one beautiful, harmonious flow. We can observe in our own practice that when we are physically challenging ourselves, let's just talk about the physical plane, and coming into a warrior 2 that is beyond what our body is conditioned to, for most of us, there's going to be a sensation of tension, maybe anxiety. Definitely there's a new muscular contraction, our breath changes, and what's happening up here in the head. For most of us, we're no longer in a state of just being, we're in a state of awareness or consciousness where there's some kind of striving or expectation. And that's not bad. But it's good to know when you're doing your practice to be really mindfully aware of, yeah, I want to work on this physical aspect of my practice. So I'm challenging myself. I've created a little mental tension. Now through my breath, I want to quiet that mental tension. Because when we have mental tension, it's going to manifest itself in our body and vice versa. The same thing happened, which was probably interesting for most of us, is when we did a shorter version of Warrior Two, where we were not challenging or not uncomfortable in the physical position. For most of us, the breathing was much easier. We were in a feeling of ease. And most likely, there was less going on in the brain. There was less activity. We were more in a state of consciousness of just being present and mindful right there. Now, sometimes, of course, when we're too comfortable, we start to daydream. So that does happen too. But it's something to think about, especially when we're going through our sequence of sun salutation, because that's a little more faster, and we don't have time to be mindful. But it's nice to think about, where am I in my practice? What are my intentions in my practice today or for that pose? And knowing that the tool to bring that harmony of physical and mental activity together is your breath. So let's say you do want to challenge yourself physically, that's a goal, and that's a fine goal to have, that I really want to get a perfect downward dog for me, or I really want to lengthen my hamstrings. Okay, have that physical challenge and that physical tension here in your mind, and then really, really use your breath as the conduit, the bridge, to bring into harmony that physical expectation with slowing down what's happening mentally. All right, let's come into Warrior One and do something similar, all right? So come to the top of your mat, stay in Tadasana. Hands are on hips. We're simply going to bring our weight to the left so that we can step back with the right, all right? So take a breath in. As you exhale, shift the weight left. Inhale, lift the right foot up and then step back. Square off the hips, straighten the knees, bring the pelvis in between the legs. Hands are by your sides. Open at the palms. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, drop the shoulders. Take another breath in. Inhale, bend that left knee. Take a quick look down. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Engage the inner thighs and hold. Just observe, what state of consciousness are you in right now? Is the distance between my feet, is the way I'm holding my front knee, is the way I'm holding my shoulders, extending my arms, perhaps where my chin and neck are aligned? Am I in a position where I can find a beautiful harmonious flow of holding the physical pose, of having deep, slow breaths, and having a quiet mind? Or am I feeling a lot of emotions and thoughts right now? So if my goal is to quiet the mind, and this position is not helping me, perhaps I need to shorten the distance between both feet. And just with my breath work, that will start to quiet the mind. Or perhaps I need to deepen the pose. So go ahead and play with it. I'm going to stay still. But if you want to open and close, put your arms in a different position, go ahead and do it now. And then just observe your brain activity and your emotions. And find the pose that, for you right now, brings you some harmony. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, bring the hands down to your sides. Inhale, step forward, come back to Tadasana. Even in Tadasana, you can play with having your feet together, hip width apart. Some people want their feet even a little more than their hips for stability until they get the muscular conditioning to hold themselves up at hip width apart. Just figure out what works for you. All right, let's do the other side. Hands are on hips. Inhale, shift the weight right. Inhale, lift the left foot up, step back, square off, hands to your sides. Open up the palms, inhale, arms up, and exhale, come into warrior 1. So stay here and just observe, okay, when I just naturally step back, this is the distance that was comfortable for me. This is my balance point. And if it's not comfortable, of course, move around a little bit, figure out where you want to be. You can play with it. It's all about just being mindful and aware of the physical, the breath, the mental, and the emotional flow when we're holding a pose, and how we can influence that with our breath and just with being mindful. So go ahead, play around, figure out where you want to be, where you can hold the pose with ease and stability, both physically and mentally. And then let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, bring your hands down to your waist. Inhale, step forward, come back to Tadasana. Again, feel this alignment pose right here. Grounding through the feet, anchor through the pelvis, lengthening from the pelvis to the top of the head. And exhale, release. Go ahead, come to a seated position. Cross-legged would be good. All right, just to reiterate, not to beat a dead horse, but this kind of awareness is just something that I would invite you all to do as we're going through our yoga practice. It's hard in a class because you've got somebody guiding you and telling you what to do and telling you when to breathe. But aside from the mechanics of the poses that I help guide you into and out of, it's for you to explore. As long as you stay safe while you're doing the poses and you're doing the breath, that's like a playground for you to just have fun and see what works for you. All right, coming into tratak exercises. This is, again, finding the flow of our breath and the movement of our eyes and staying focused on what we're doing. So we're sitting up nice and straight. Always when we're doing these kind of exercises, it's important to have a straight spine to the best of our ability so that we can breathe, because breath is the bridge between the body and the mind. All right. Inhale the arms up in front of you. Fingers are wide, thumbs are touching. Roll the shoulders up and back and then separate the thumbs by about 1.5 inches or 2. Gently close your fingers and thumbs point up. As you exhale, widen the arms to the side for peripheral vision until You're just right at the edge where looking forward, I can still see both thumbs. Now, if at any time this becomes more of a challenge for the arms, simply bend the elbows, but still keep the thumbs more or less in the same plane that they are, okay? Inhale, I look forward. Exhale, I look to the right. Inhale, I look forward. Exhale, I look left. Keep going. Inhale forward. Exhale to the right. Inhale, look forward. And exhale left. Inhale forward. Exhale right. Inhale forward. Exhale left. Inhale forward. Exhale right. Inhale forward. Exhale left. This is the last one. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, release the hands. If you can comfortably go ahead, come into Dandasana, feet in front. The reason why is our right hand is going to be resting on the right knee with the thumb pointing up. Left arm, go ahead, extend in front of you. Close the fingers, point the thumb up. And then as you exhale, open the left arm towards the left so that you can still see it through the peripheral vision. All right, just listen first. Inhale, I look neutral. Exhale, I look down at my right thumb. Inhale, I look left towards my left thumb. And exhale, I come down to the right thumb. All right, so the only time we're looking neutral is when we're first starting. All right, so we're in position. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, look down at your right thumb. Inhale, look left at your left thumb. Exhale, back down to the right thumb. Try not to let the head move. Inhale, left thumb. Exhale, right thumb. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, left. Exhale, down, right. One more. Inhale, look left. And exhale, look down. All right, drop the hand. Roll it out a little bit. Opposite side. Gently make a fist with the left thumb pointing up. Rest it on your left knee. Inhale the right arm in front of you. Soft fist, thumb up, and open to the right side so you can just still see it through the corner of your right eye. Ready? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look down at the left thumb. Inhale, look to the right. Exhale, down to the left thumb. Inhale, look right. Exhale, look left to the thumb. Inhale, look to the right thumb. Exhale, down to the left thumb. Inhale to the right. Exhale, down to the left thumb. One more. Exhale to the right thumb. And then look down to the left thumb. Release your hands. Go ahead, come back to a seated position. Rub your hands together. Gently place your palms over your eyes. So you're not pushing against the eye, you're sort of cupping the eye, okay? Hold here. Just resting the eyes. If you exhale, release the eyes, open the eyes. And now we're going to blink mindfully 10 times. Inhale, my eyes are open. When I say exhale, close the eyes gently, but don't scrunch them up. Okay, we're going to do it very slowly and mindfully. Ready? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. 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 Exhale, close. The last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Come back into Dandasana. Right hand is a gentle fist with the thumb up. Left hand is in front of you, gentle fist, thumb up. As I inhale, I look at my left thumb. As I exhale, I simply look at the right thumb. So we're just going up and down. All right? Let's begin. Inhale, look left. Exhale, look down at the right thumb. Inhale, look at the left thumb. And exhale to the right. One more. Inhale, look at the left thumb. And exhale, look at the right. All right, let's lift the left arm up a little bit more so that we don't have to move our head to look at the left thumb, but we are lifting our eyes, our eyeballs a little higher. Okay, ready? Inhale, look at the left thumb. And exhale to the right thumb. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left thumb. And exhale to the right thumb. Let's just switch sides. The left thumb is down, right thumb is right in front of me, shoulder width, shoulder height. Let's begin. Inhale, looking at the right thumb. And exhale to the left thumb. Inhale, right thumb. Exhale, left thumb. Inhale, right thumb. And exhale, left. Let's raise that right thumb a little bit more. Begin. Inhale, looking to the right thumb. Exhale, looking to the left thumb. Inhale, right. Exhale, left thumb. Inhale, right thumb. Exhale, left thumb. One more. Inhale to the right thumb. And exhale to the left thumb. Release the pose, bend the knees, come back to seated position. This is changing our vision from up close to far away. So I bring my right hand with the palm down. My thumb is touching the upper lip, and I look right at my pinky. That's my near vision. I inhale and I look at that. As I exhale, I look straight ahead. As I inhale, I look at my pinky finger and exhale. Okay? So we're in position. Ready? Inhale, look at pinky. And exhale, far away. Inhale, pinky. And exhale, far. Inhale, pinky. Exhale, far. Inhale, pinky. Exhale, far. Last one. Inhale, pinky. And exhale, far. Bring your hands down. Close your eyes. Hold here. Simply breathe. Let's be aware of the state of consciousness we're in, being aware of the flow of thoughts and emotions. We're not judging them, we're just observing them, learning how to observe our own thoughts and emotions. Stay here with that awareness of just watching the movement and flow of your thoughts, emotions, and breath. Let's just stay here. Very gently, as you inhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Keep observing the flow of thoughts, emotions, and breath. On your next exhale, release the pose. Let's come into child's pose, giving a chance for the back and the neck to really relax, opening the shoulders. And then to come out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen back, use your support. Inhale, let's sit up in Tadasana. Hands resting lightly on our thighs, roll the shoulders up and back, eyes are closed. And once more, as you inhale, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Take a moment just to observe your breath and the movements of thoughts and emotions. And let's share the pranava one time. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And exhale, bow down to the teacher within. And inhale, come back up. Open your eyes. So I wanted to give today's class an opportunity for us to share and really sort of enjoy the progress that we've made. With the help of Jesse, we've been, I think we've been about a year together sharing yoga. And maybe in the beginning, for most of us, it wasn't comfortable just to sit quietly. Either we didn't have the physical resistance and flexibility to sit in one position for long, or maybe we did not yet have the mental discipline and capacity just to sit quietly. But look how far we've come, where we can enjoy the eye movement exercises, where we can actually get away from what is mechanically doing a warrior 2 or warrior 1 and start to look deeper into how does our breath affect the pose? Where do I want to put my body so that my mind, emotions are influenced in a positive way? That's how far we progressed over this year. And so I just want to congratulate everybody. That's really great. And I know I enjoy it too. So thank you very much.